welcome back to my channel. This week I did a writing experiment in order to complete my draft of Seed Among the Rocks, where I try out Susan Dennard's steps outline, her steps to revising your novel. I need to get book 2 done so that I can hand it off to my CPs. It needs to be handed off by the end of January. Now I don't want to be working to the very end of January trying to get this done. So this week I am putting all of my focus, all of my attention on this draft. So I will leave the link to her website where she has all of her resources for writers in my description box below, so you can check that out. We will see how this goes. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into the video. As I said in the introduction, I'll be using Susan Dennard's lessons for revising your manuscript, and there are 6 lessons or 6 steps, so I'll be devoting 1 step per day, and I'm giving myself 7 days to finish this, and then you will see this vlog on Friday the 14th. The first lesson is, what did you write? In this step, she mainly has you focusing on the big picture problems, so plot, character, and setting. On her guide, she has supplies that you need and what you're going to be focusing on for that lesson. For this lesson, it says pens, multicolor pens, index cards, and a printed copy of your entire manuscript. I did not print my manuscript. I normally would, and I do prefer working with the physical thing. I mean, I do have this, but this is like a very old draft. What I did was I used Google Docs and color coordinated it in there. The main thing with this step is to read through your entire manuscript in one sitting. That is what I'm going to be working on today. Technically, I've already read through my entire manuscript and I've made all of the plot notes and character notes and everything like that. I did not compile them into like a worksheet type thing, so I might do that today, and you're gonna come along with me, so let's go. Here is my Google Doc where I made all of my notes for all of the different elements that I was looking at in this read through. As you can see in the beginning, I started off highlighting with the corresponding color, but it kind of got a little bit tedious, so I stopped halfway through. Not even halfway, kind of at the beginning, but I labeled each comment with the appropriate tag, so it should be easy to go back and find them. As the manuscript kind of goes on though, you can see my comments dropping off, and honestly I think that's because the more that I read, the more that I could see that this whole draft was an absolute mess, and there's so many things that I need to fix in the beginning to make the end make sense. That being said, I made a lot of notes on what I need to fix in the beginning as far as characters and plot goes, as well as structure, world building, pacing, things like that. So I think I got a pretty good insight of where I need to start once I get into this revision. But today, since I do have step 1 to do today, I might go back through, look at some of my notes, and compile them all together to see exactly what I have. All right, everybody, update time. So you just saw in the video, I scrolled through my spreadsheet of all of the notes that I made on my document. And honestly, it's not a lot. There was 300 pages of text, 82,000 words, I think. And what I realized is that there was a ton of repetition because it was me not knowing where I wanted to go with the plot. So there was a lot of repetition that I obviously noticed, but there wasn't a ton. So if you saw, there was a lot of plot notes, not very many setting and description notes, not very many world building notes, and a lot of character notes. The thing about this book is that there are a lot of characters. I have a very large cast of characters, so I'm trying to manage them all. The thing about writing sequels is you can't just merge 2 old characters together. It doesn't work that way. They can't just disappear. There has to be some kind of resolution of where did all these characters go? What are they doing now? Something. So with the characters that are still there from book 1, I need to figure out how to making sure that they are serving their purpose and not sticking around longer than serving their purpose. You know what I mean? I need to go through all of my characters. I'm going to do like a brief little character profile for each of them. I don't need big documents or their favorite color and their favorite food. I just need to figure out their story arc, their significance, how they change, if they change throughout the story. And I need to work on how to introduce them to the story. Because on both sides, they have a lot of people around them. A lot of people being like 8 people, I think. So I have a lot of character stuff to get through, a lot of plot errors. The next thing I'm going to be tackling is world building. Some species are more prevalent in book 2, so I need to get clear on what powers they have, what limitations they have, how the world is set up, because in book 1, we mainly just saw Emerton and Shaw's families and did not see much of the structure of the outside world. And we're gonna be like on the road traveling in this book. It's not just the families anymore, it's the entire world. Since there are 2 point of views, I'm wondering if it might be beneficial for me to do a side-by-side comparison of like 2 columns and then having what's going on in Emerton's point of view and what's going on in Shaw's point of view. Day 1 is almost done, y'all. Update time, everyone. So it's day 2. Today is mainly making the outline. She suggests using index cards. I don't have my physical printed manuscript, and writing takes me a lot longer and it hurts my hand. So I'll be doing everything online. I'm going to be using Scrivener. So I'm going to use the timeline feature on Scrivener and kind of just write all my note cards and then spread them out on the timeline with Emerton's point of view on one line, Shaw's point of view on the other. And then I think I'm also going to some of the subplots on there and kind of map out where they need to go, because there's a lot of stuff going on and I need to kind of make sure I have everything ready to go. And I'll let you know how it's going a little bit later. Okay, what's up everyone? Day 3 of this revision experiment thing, and I should be giving a better update than I am right now. Yesterday I was supposed to complete the second day, which was to do all of the note cards. So basically outline your story. Now I didn't finish that, and I think mainly it was because I decided to create a table that has all of the problems in my novel and then thinking of solutions to fix those problems. I spent my time doing that yesterday and I'm still not finished with that. I did start on making the note cards in Scrivener. Have not gotten there yet, but of course today is Saturday, so it's my 12-hour day, so I'm a little slow, but I did give myself a day buffer. I hope that I will be able to at least get the note cards done today. Maybe, hopefully. Again, I don't get off until 11 p.m. It's 4 p.m. right now. It's kind of slow, not really slow, so I haven't had a lot of opportunity to work on my book. And there's a 30-hour write-a-thon going on right now. I have it on, but I haven't been able to work on anything. Good afternoon, everybody. It is day 4 of my little experiment. And I'm not on day 4 of the thing. I'm still stuck on day 2. They'll be barking in the background because I gotta get this recorded in the laundry machine. What's it called? Washing machine is going. So I was still going through my problems in solution sheet. So I was kind of delayed on the outlining thing. So I did not do that. So that is the first order of business today. I'm just sitting down to work. It's only 12:30, so I still got all day. On lesson 3, she has different things so you can get more like in depth of dreaming up your perfect book. There's a worksheet for finding plot holes. There's one for summarizing the book, character evaluation, setting evaluation. Dreaming up the perfect book, she has, you've just received a letter from a fan. The fan gushes about how much she loved your novel. What does the fan say? I think this will take less time than doing the outline. And I'm kind of, okay, I should probably go back to lesson 2 and figure out if I'm maybe jumping ahead and trying to like write the perfect outline now, or am I just outlining the scenes that I already have? Which I technically don't think I need to do because I've already done that. Did I just waste a whole day for nothing? Hold on. Here are all the note cards that I have. Some of them are blank. But the first act And most of the second act for Shaw's point of view is pretty much done. Actually, all of Shaw's point of view is done. I already have note cards with the scenes outlined. Not fully outlined, mind you, but some of them are outlined like this, where I have the characters, what the conflict is, when in the timeline it goes, like how long does this scene take place, and where it is in the grand scheme of things, and the setting. The only one that I don't have completed is Emerton's point of view. This is Shaw's. Don't know why I didn't think of this 2 days ago when it was day 2, but I already have note cards with everything on it. Okay, so let me look back at lesson 2 again and see if there's something that I'm missing on these cards. Suggesting that on these cards you will be writing a summary of each scene. If you wish to read the novel a second time to make the outline, go for it. Only you know what you're capable of. Be sure to number the scenes in order. You can use whatever numbering system you'd like. Key is to stay organized. Step 2 says be sure to include the scene pages on the card. This allows you to quickly go to the scene you're working on without having to scour the manuscript to find out where it is. That's the only thing I don't have on these note cards, is the page number that they are in the text. So I don't have that on there, so I might add that. And then step 4 says on each scene card, you will include protagonist, antagonist, scene goal, scene conflict. So I already have that. I'm a little bit mad at myself that I didn't realize that I already had that done. I already had scenes outlined. Working with an incomplete draft, but I needed to fix the foundation before I go off and just write nonsense. Because the problem that I've run into already is that when I try to move on to like the next scene, I end up ultimately repeating myself from scenes prior. So I'm starting over from the beginning. Update time. It is day 5 of my little experiment. I've figured out that it's going to take me more than the 7 days. So I need a few more days to get the outline and all of the changes written, and then get those added on to the draft. I'm gonna take those days. What I'm gonna do is release this video in 2 parts. The next part will go up on Monday because I just need a few more days to type in all of my changes and make the final-ish revision. Stay tuned for a bonus video on Monday, and we'll see how this revision method fared with me, or how I fared with this revision method. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video so far, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we'll see you on Monday with a bonus video for the conclusion of this revision experiment. That's the word. Bye.